So here we are at the implementation stage. This is where we actually make the database. I'm going to go File and New. I'm in Microsoft Access and I'm just going to do a blank desktop database and I'm going to call it Dogs and Their Walkers. And the first thing I want to do is to make my two tables, one for this entity, my walker, and one for the dog. So I go on to my table tab and, well, I might have to go create first if I want to make a table. And I go onto the table tab and I'm going to go into design view. And I need to give a name to the table, so I'll call it Walker. And while I'm here, I might as well go create table. And I'm going to call this one, go into design view, and I will call that dog. So you have two views. One is what's called the data sheet view, where you can see the data in the table, and the design is where you set up all the types and so on and so forth. So let's have a look at our walkers. So I'm going to go on the walker tab and look at the design view, and I'm going to start typing into here some of the data, some of the information from the data dictionary. So I'm going to put in walker ID. I'm going to click on here and choose from the drop-down list that it is number. So I'm working my way quite carefully across my data dictionary here. So primary key, that's this little key here, so that's okay, I've done that. I've said it's number. The next thing I want to do is to make sure that it's required. So I check down here and required is yes, so that's all right. And I want to put in the validation rule that I want it to be greater than or equal to 1000 and less than or equal to 9999. So that if I try and put anything in outside that range, it should give me an error. So that's the walker ID done. Now let's try the forename. And for its data type, it's only 20 characters long, so short text. I could choose long text, but short text will be fine. It's saying field size is 255, so I'm going to put 20 in there for my short text. It is required, so I'll change that to yes. And so I'll just check I've got forename, text, 20, yes, so that's all right. Cost per hour. Now, I could choose number, but I've got the option to choose currency in Microsoft Access, so I'm going to choose currency. And required, yes, that's cost per hour done. Location, short text, and it's 30 characters. Required, just change that to yes. And last one, contact number. Short text 11. Required, I'm going to say you require a telephone number. And the validation rule for this, it's so we're trying to check that our text is exactly 11 characters in length. So I'll put like equals, and then I put 11 question marks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm just going to check whether or not I need that equal sign. Apparently not. I'm busy teaching myself Access as I go along, so this is why. Let's just take that out. There, and that's the walker table done. So if I go onto the datasheet view, I need to save the table, and then I should actually be able to put in some information about one of my walkers. So I'm going to say that 1276 is, well, we had John, and he's going to charge $7.25 an hour, and he's based in Edinburgh, and his contact number is, well, let's try putting something in that isn't 11 characters long. So there we go. So the validation rule is working, and I'll just go back in Edinburgh code, There, that's one of the walkers in.